Hello, beautiful people of YouTube. Just wanted to say, I know it's not a weekend. It is actually 2 days after the weekend, and I'm late on my upload. Just been so busy, and I know Ben has been anticipating this video, and I'm actually really excited for this podcast as well, this episode. Every time I was editing it, I just kept smiling and laughing because it was just a really funny conversation. So I'm really sorry that I'm 2 days late. Better late than never. I hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah, we're touching legs. Are we recording right now?
Yeah, this live.
Okay. Am I okay? Is this okay? For Eamon? For me?
No, come in a bit.
Oh, okay.
Got your whole body there.
Oh, my whole body?
Yeah, see?
Oh, we're gonna
That's
get
way
close.
nicer.
We're getting close on this
Yeah.
podcast. Okay.
Okay. Well,
We will probably have this as an intro. I was just gonna say, for my OCD, we have to get rid of this. Make the table look a bit nicer.
I'm not sure if this is gonna be inside.
It probably won't.
Sometimes I do put it inside.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Shit,
Can we be a little crazy on this
Yeah.
or no? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Different people.
Do we need to keep it PG though?
No.
Okay.
Does it matter for you too?
No, for me,
No.
for me, I'm just a little unhinged. So I'm like, if you want the real version of me, I'm gonna be a little unhinged.
No,
That's
I'm
all
okay.
I'll say.
I think this is great.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Thanks for doing this.
Thank you, bro. Oh, that was nice. Okay, explosion.
That was a good dab. This is episode 4.
I'm gonna take
with
my
Ben
jacket off.
O'Neill. Oh, okay. Just interrupt me in mid intro. That's why.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it has strings.
I didn't know we started. We have now started. We
Yeah.
have now started. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. I forgive you.
I'm very sorry.
I have this here. Well, thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me on. I met Ian twice so far in life. So far?
No,
Great guy.
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, the boxing.
Twice in. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember the
Oh,
boxing. I'll be real with you.
It instantly clicked. You were really drunk that day.
Nay. No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you.
What boxing?
Thomas's boxing match.
Was I drunk?
To be fair.
No, at the match, I wouldn't have been drinking at the match.
Oh, we're
So whatever energy I gave you was me.
Oh.
I would have drank out. We went out.
You just didn't
after,
like me.
I didn't what?
He didn't like me.
No, I think I liked you. yeah, I liked you, bro.
I was just kidding.
I still don't remember seeing you there, but
No, I
that's
only,
okay.
to be fair, I only remember like Kev being there.
Yeah.
And Dara.
Is that how drunk you are?
I didn't drink.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'll take another sip.
Thank you for the pumpkin spice latte.
No problem.
I asked for ice though. No, I didn't.
I'll be real with you. I know you didn't ask for ice because I overthink everyone's coffee order. So you hit me with pumpkin spice latte. In my head, I was like, sir, is it 2007? But I didn't judge you. I said, no problem, Ian. I'll go grab that now.
You asked me what kind of milk. I didn't even know there were options.
Almond. Oh, soya.
That's not what I think of. I was like cow milk, skim milk,
Oh, God.
whole milk, fresh milk.
Okay, bro. We're on almond today.
Okay.
Like a hipster.
You know what? The other day at work, my colleague was saying almond milks are fake.
Is a fake
How
what?
do you milk almonds?
Bro, come
Right.
on.
You see what I mean?
Okay. You pick the almonds. No, it's not milking. You pick the almonds off a tree, and then you crush them in a crush machine.
Yeah.
Crush. Juice comes out. Almond
It's milk.
milk. Yeah.
Some milk that comes out of nuts.
Yes.
Like
100%. That's why almond trees are double the heaviness of any other tree.
You know what? I appreciate that because no one has ever taught me that. That's kind of wild.
I'm bullshitting you, bro.
Oh, okay.
I have absolutely no clue.
Okay.
Sorry, bro. I'm playing with you so hard.
It's okay. It's okay.
My energy today, when he met me today, can I just do little monologues to the camera? When Ian met me today, he's like, instantly off the bat, he was like, "Whoa, your energy's different. It's more mellow." I don't know how
I could tell.
I don't know how you knew that straight away.
I'm an empath.
Yeah, same.
Empath.
I always like I'm impressed when someone does that because I do that to everyone and I just feel it instantly off people. And I actually watched a video this morning that was explaining how a lot of these traits actually mean you have like ADD.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Yeah, and
That makes so much sense.
this whole week I've
Yeah.
watched so many videos on it, and it's just like I really want to get tested because I'm like everything makes sense now. Like the reason why I love eye contact with people, but I get really like awkward and keep on like shifting my eye contact on purpose.
Yeah.
It was like that's a trait.
For me, it's camera. I struggle with like look at the camera. I'm like,
Yeah, because your brain's always racing to like.
yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I really want to get tested because
How would you test for that?
I don't know. It's quite deep
You
to go
look-
into
look
that.
at-
That's a crazy deep topic.
Look at a bunch of shapes. answer a few questions. I'm pretty sure they have like a standardized test for that.
There's 3 rounds. I have a friend and she did 3 rounds, like 3 different consultations with doctors.
Yeah.
But I'm really curious because I would love to, like, a lot of people I've spoke to, they say like when you get tested, it's like you feel way more normal, if that makes sense. As in, because someone's telling you why you've always acted like this.
Oh, so everything just makes sense.
Yeah, that's what.
This is why I'm so weird.
Exactly. Yeah. Because my whole life I always felt like that. It's like no matter what room I'm in, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
why do I feel really different? And it's not that you are different or you stand out. It's in your head mostly,
Mhm.
but you are kind of like, oh, but I act different. Like when someone says hello to me, like I get so fearful or whatever.
Mhm.
That's quite a silly example, but like I
No,
don't know.
no,
In
I
every
understand,
situation, I always felt like a weird kid,
Mhm.
but it's only because you have these weird traits that are actually connected to something. So for someone to be like, there's a reason behind this, and you're not just a freak.
Yeah.
But then again, I think I'd feel worse if, just say you go do all the tests, and then they come back to me and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're perfectly fine." Then I would feel
Yeah,
like,
you're just weird.
then I'd be like, "Oh great, so I'm just a freak in social settings."
No, growing up, I was labeled as weird as well, so it was fine.
Were you the quiet kid?
I think I was. I was awkward, quiet. That's why I do magic.
Yeah.
I have close friends now, and we kind of had a different secondary school life. So he would be out partying and drinking stuff like that, right? At
Yeah.
like an illegal age,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
he shall not be named.
Like
But
15? How young we talking?
I just realized that it's not fully balanced. It's bothering me a little bit, but I don't want to adjust it.
Let's adjust it. I don't mind adjusting.
Should we adjust us?
Are we are just gonna crop into vertical versions, both of us, aren't we?
There's a horizontal one.
Oh,
as
there
well.
is. Oh, then
Yeah.
adjust it.
How about we adjust ourselves?
We could adjust. Oh, I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
come in.
Yeah.
Oh, I started lying back actually. I think. Well, yeah,
Oh,
you're
no, it's fine,
telling
it's
me.
fine.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go here, and you can come in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
This is so funny because it's gonna be inside as well.
Yeah. That's what
No,
she
it's
said.
fine.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I was the kid that played Minecraft, basically. That's just me.
How many days a week?
I don't know. It's my first.
We're talking 7 days a week.
I was way fatter as well, and
Okay.
I was into parkour. Yeah.
So you were a fat Minecraft playing parkour kid.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay,
Look
that
how
was,
cool
that
I
was a
am now.
soft. Yeah.
I didn't know you wanted the sound.
Sorry.
Yeah, but it's different now. It's different now. Here, wait. Before we
Okay.
get to sidetrack, I kind of want to know, like, if you could give a brief introduction of who you are and what you do.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a very hard question. I'll be real. I struggle with this question a lot. But right now, my name is Ben O'Neill.
Right
I
now?
live- Right now.
Right now, your name is Ben.
Bro,
Tomorrow will be Benjamin.
We're playing, bro. This just. Oh god, I'm gonna try to be a little more serious.
Sorry.
But no. I'm the one that's just my energy's all over the place. But yeah, I guess. You know why I struggle with this question, and I will answer the question. It's because everyone always starts this question with like, "My job is," and then like other people will say like, "Why do you start with describing who you are with your job? Because your job isn't you. Your job is something you do." And that's why I always struggle with it, because I don't want to answer like, my job is I'm like a videographer, slowly becoming like a DP, doing like anything camera related, anything drone related. That's what I do for work, 6 days a week. That's what I'm doing.
Mhm.
But I think Ben as a person, I'm an empathetic, kind human, and I just like to learn more. And God, that's just a dumb thing to say. I just like to learn more, but I just like to discover, like, I just like to understand myself and understand people every day, and that's like, I would say that's actually a passion of mine. Is
Oh,
man,
wow.
like a conversation with you, like this will hype me up for days. 'Cause I'll
Really?
be like, yo, I actually had a real conversation with a good person. And for me, like, I'm very aware that in my life, anyways, most conversations aren't actually good.
Mhm.
Or like most of the time, like I live my week and I'm never present. So like
Yeah.
a situation like this where I know I'm present and I know I'm chatting to someone, honestly, I love this.
Mm.
And I don't know if that answers who I am, but I don't know. Maybe it gives some like background of like kind of who I am, I guess.
You are a person who values emotions and
Yeah.
are actively seeking for meaningful connections.
Exactly. That was bang on.
Yeah.
That's bang. I think meaningful connections is the main thing.
Yeah.
Where I see there's value in nothing unless it's like a meaningful connection.
Yeah.
You know? And sometimes I like wonder, do other people feel that way? Because
Mhm.
when I speak to a lot of people, I'm like, what hypes you? Like, what hypes you up in life? You know that way? Because I don't know. I just feel, I don't know. I feel like I always value it way more than the other person values it. But I don't know. Now in life, I definitely have a couple of friends that we value it the same because we're like open and honest about like how much it means to us that we're friends or that we chat about certain things. We're like, we appreciate this about each other so much.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky I have some people in my life where I can speak like that too.
Do you? I'm gonna go a little bit deep, but
Okay.
do you feel like you struggle with people pleasing?
I always say I don't, but then when I meet new people, they will always say like Ben's such a people pleaser.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
and
such a horrible thing to say.
I don't think it is. I think a lot of the time they describe it as I'm agreeable.
Okay.
So I went away for like, I was away for the month of August, and I met like, I spent it with like 4 or 5 different people.
This is when you went to Mongolia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 4 or 5 different people, they all kind of had the same opinion that I'm just like a people pleaser, and I'll always try to make everyone happy. And I don't know why I always get like a little defensive about that because I'm like, why is that a bad thing? Like they kind of say it in a bad way, or I feel like it's or maybe this is just a me problem. But like for me, it's like, no, it's a good thing because in these situations, I would view myself a lot of the time as like the glue in a group setting.
Yeah.
As in like, I can usually chat to most people in a group.
Yeah.
And usually most people will like not dislike me. They're like, no, Ben's a good person and he's trying to like do good things. Like he's never like doing like malicious things to people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think, I guess in that sense is I want everyone to be happy in every situation. So I don't know. Does that make me a people pleaser?
I think the person saying it, you have to look at their intent. What do they intend by saying that? But where's that coming from? It's fine. I don't think the mic
I
picks
don't
it
know
up.
what that was. Yeah.
Oh, it's from the kids. What I'll say is this,
Yeah.
right? And I'm gonna speak a bit of life into you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
So speaking life is it's Christian terminology, but basically it's something I actively want to do in my life, and I will speak life into you by saying that you are not a people pleaser. You put others before yourself, and sometimes you tend to disregard yourself because you feel like I can take this, but I don't want someone else to feel that way. So I'm gonna make them feel better.
Yeah.
And that's the type of person that you are.
Yeah.
From just these few things that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it's strongly correlated with anxiety though. As in like you're anxious that someone will dislike you. And I also don't see that as a bad thing because it makes me a really good person. And like it makes me pick up on people's energies very quickly. Like you don't even need to speak and like I will know exactly what you're feeling. And usually I'm right. Like I can't even think of a situation where you're wrong because you're just so intuitive to how someone feels or reacts to situations. And something actually happened a couple of weeks ago, but it was basically with my dad, and he walked in to my kitchen and the second he walked in, I didn't even look at him, but I just said, "Are you okay?" Because I felt like his energy, like he didn't speak, but I just knew something was wrong. And he basically like, he just left straight away. And it turns out he was upset over something because I went up to him and like chatted to him about something deeper later on. But man, that was such a tangent. I don't even know what my point was. What was my point?
You said you basically knew how your dad felt the moment he walked into the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, for me, that's my favorite trait about myself. Does it come from anxiety? Sorry, my point was
anxiety.
Sorry, yeah, my point was I told someone this and they said their like initial response straight away was like, "Oh, that's because you've always had to read your parents' energies growing up."
That's another thing.
And when they said that, I was like,
that's wild.
I was like, whoa, wild, that's an interesting thought that I never like really thought about. But I feel like maybe that's true.
Yeah,
you know, you're always like judging how your mom reacts to something, so you're like changing your energy, switching it up so much. And I feel like I definitely do that now, where like I'm very like, I'm usually good in every setting because I'm just like, you want to be really happy, I'm there. You want to be really sad, I'm there. You want to be really deep, I'm there. Which I also like. I think it's a cool trait, you know.
I'm gonna just guess a few things. You are the type of person to go out of your way to help somebody.
I would like to. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like helping
If
people.
you can,
yeah.
you will really try.
Yeah.
Other things would be when you've done something and you're alone, you start thinking about, wait, was that the right thing to do?
Yeah, I'm overthinking. I'm
And the
overthinking so much, bro.
last most important thing is you hate it when you don't have control.
Yeah. You're good.
Right?
You're good. Just like a therapy session, man. I feel this. I think the control one is a funny one because when you say you're a controlling person, people always
No.
view that as a bad thing.
Yep.
As in, like, nobody likes a controlling person.
Mhm.
But I've come to realize that I just need to be in control for me to feel like safe.
Yeah.
And I think that's more like emotional. Like, I need to be emotionally in control of a situation to protect myself.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's not so much controlling, but it's more so you want to be.
Yo, let's get them in.
I don't really want to.
No. We're just going to keep chatting, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you want peace, and I think that's something that you're trying to achieve more so, right?
Yeah. Yo, between me and Ian, we got an audience right now. It's amazing.
You can whisper.
Yo, what's up? This is a full audience, man. This is nice.
Is that a water balloon?
Oh, we're just chatting.
Something like that. It's more of
Yeah.
an interview. What?
No, I didn't make it to the news yet.
No, it's supposed to be black. Yeah. But,
Yo, if it's not recording.
but we're on the first 20-minute mark anyway. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, say less. Just chatting. Straight chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's a funny cut, bro. That's a funny cut. Okay, so that was the end of segment 1. A group of 7 lads just came up and chatted to us, so we had to cut it because they had water balloons, and we thought maybe they were going to throw the water balloons at Ian's lovely camera. That was such good time, and they just threw the water balloon like right behind just as I said that. But yeah, we were just about to get really deep, and Ian was doing some therapy talk with me, so maybe we will go into that in segment 2, or maybe we'll just switch it up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ian looks very uncomfortable right now.
I was just scared for the camera.
Yeah. You're like, if they rob my camera. But if they rob the camera and you get the SD card back, amazing content.
Yeah, the camera's insured.
Amazing content.
Yeah.
All I know is in my head, I was like, damn, we getting into like therapy talk. Just as the kids come and I'm like, oh man, I can't be fucking vulnerable. Man's trying to get me vulnerable. And then the kids are like, all right, WWE is on tonight. You interviewing a wrestler. Yeah.
Yeah, because you get people like walking by and they're just smiling.
Yeah.
But the moment the kids saw it, they're like, oh my god.
They're like, oh, look at these losers.
Yeah.
You know what? That's actually quite rare for an Irish kid not to make fun of us, if that makes sense.
They didn't make fun of us, actually.
They were actually like, oh, what are you recording? A
Yeah,
podcast?
they're
That's cool.
really nice.
That's kind of rare for Irish kids because, you know, like Irish people are just kind of like,
Especially in D1.
yeah, making content, you loser. So weird.
Yeah, I guess they're...
If you post this clip on TikTok right now, comments, absolute losers. No friends, no life.
I'm ready for that.
And then there's American comments. They're like, these people are fantastic.
Why the Americans?
That's just how I view content on the internet.
Oh, Americans are just nice.
American support, like in most settings, even if it's fake, at least it's still some support.
That's true, actually.
It's kind of true.
There's just always for everything.
Yeah. I'll be real. See, when I'm looking at the screen,
Yes.
are we clipping on the mic how high the green's going?
Oh,
no?
don't worry about that.
That's good.
It's good. Yeah. So I'll let you know. So the mics are on plus 3 dB, so it's internally.
Yeah.
But in the camera, it's only 1 or 2.
Oh, okay.
You know how the camera has internal levels?
Oh, so really like our levels.
It's actually quite low.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just the way it looks.
So we're hitting like minus 12s or something right now.
No, I usually like to bring it up.
Yeah.
Just more so I don't get like the
Yeah. Because if we're
Static.
distorted, bro.
static noise.
If we're distorted and you're a videographer, it's done.
Mm.
I'm posting a bad review on your Google reviews.
I don't have Google reviews. Jokes on you.
Okay. Jokes on you if you have no Google reviews, but okay. Anyways, let's move on.
Oh man. Speaking of that, I'm just trying to balance like work and video stuff, and it's tough too.
Yeah.
9 to 5 and 5 to 9 is not easy.
And how does your girlfriend feel about that?
She supports it.
She supports the hustle.
I mean,
Yeah.
she left a pretty good paying job in UI design to pursue content.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she has pink hair.
She does have pink hair. I seen a
Yeah,
picture of her
yeah,
last week, and
she
I was
is.
like, she's cool.
She's very cool. I'm so blessed to have her. We met at the airport. Everything's amazing.
Any chance she was in? Oh no, it wasn't. She wasn't in
No.
Trim last night. No.
No.
Funny enough, I was walking out of a hotel, and a girl with pink hair walked in.
Yeah.
But you know when you see someone, and you're like, that's like a rare person in this
Yeah.
country. As in, it's like you look like you're from, like you are not from here clearly. And I was just like, whoa, you're so cool. I just remember so vividly. And I walked literally out to the client and was like, did you see that girl with pink hair? And he was like, yeah.
That's literally what I thought when I saw her for the first time. Pink hair, you have a camera around your neck, denim jacket. I need to talk to you.
Unique. Yeah.
Exactly.
How did you speak to her? Was it that like natural and organic?
I think we were at the airport waiting for our COVID results. So it was during transit.
Okay.
I saw her and I was like, are you going to Kuching? Because that's where we're flying to. She's like, oh, yes, I am. I'm like, are you from Kuching? She's like, yeah. And then I asked her, what school did you go to? And she's like, the Lodge Secondary School. And that's where I went.
Whoa.
So it turns out she was my senior, so she's 2 years older than me.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then
Wait, in what country?
Malaysia.
And so in a Malaysian airport, you met her.
Yes.
And
We're actually we're on the flight back from London.
Whoa.
So we flew back from London. So she actually lived in London at the time. I was living in Limerick. Yeah.
And you went to the same school?
Secondary school, yeah.
That is...
No, it's wilder. She was my choir president. There's literally a society picture of us, and I'm like a few person behind her.
That doesn't even make sense.
I
Just
don't
the
know.
fact you're that far away from home.
We met.
Yeah.
It's meant to be, bro.
That was my next question.
My dad went to her dad's wedding, so.
You're what?
My dad went to her dad's wedding 3 decades ago.
Whoa. Do you believe like that everything's like preset
Oh, yeah.
for you in the universe and it's
Yeah.
just gonna happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you believe in that fully?
Yeah.
Or do you believe in like we're making the rest of our life every day with our decisions? I mean, we are. Like everything we do has a knock-on effect. But do you think everything's already mapped out for us and we're just living that?
I think
Or we can change everything every day?
our story or our life is a book.
Yeah.
And it's already written. Now, how obedient we are to wanting to be that perfect person written in that book is completely up to us.
Yeah, okay.
So, I don't want to get too deep into like biblical stories, right? But have you heard of Samson?
Maybe.
So he's the strong guy who has long hair. If you cut his hair, he loses his strength,
Okay.
right? So God intended him to have strength. He was given that gift, never cut his hair, not allowed to, given that gift to save the Israelites from the Philistines.
Okay.
Right? But instead of saving them, he slept with them,
Okay.
right? So then he had a purpose. He didn't go with that purpose. He decided what he wanted to do. In the end, he died.
Okay.
His wife betrayed him for money. They cut off his hair, and then they blinded him. They gouged his eyes out, and then
Yeah.
they chained him to 2 pillars.
Is that because he was sleeping around?
No, it's because he was strong and they were scared of him.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. But in that last moment, he asked God one last time for strength, and he managed to fulfill the prophecy. So this is what the way I think and the way we live our life is that we are created for a specific purpose, because I believe in the creator, right?
Yeah.
If you're meant to be a cup, water is supposed to go into you,
Yeah.
right? So the thing that's holding us back from our purpose is our vices. So his vice was lust.
Yeah.
Lust was his problem. But the moment he lost his eyes, it's as if he could see.
Yeah. Okay.
So what is holding you back from your purpose? You get what I mean?
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question for you. Do you feel like you know your true purpose, or you're always discovering it every day? I feel like it is a journey. You know, none of us. We always learn new things about ourselves too.
Yeah. A few things help me reconcile that, because there's no way I could fully fathom what I'm fully created for. But I
Yeah.
know my gifts.
Okay.
I am I'm quite emotional, so I tend to empathize with people.
Yeah.
I love making content, and I do see that as him giving me that gift. You know,
Yeah.
I can speak in a certain way. You know, that's why I do magic. So being given a gift of this, I know that maybe my purpose is to kind of spread God's message, kind of help people and touch their hearts, and not just be on the street and shouting, "If you don't believe in Jesus, you go to hell." Not that kind of
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
but helping people understand. You know what? Even if you don't know Him, He already loves you.
Yeah.
And in the Bible says that He's fearfully and wonderfully made. When it says that, it means that you're created with intent, that you're intricately created.
Yeah.
That means He thought about it. So it doesn't matter what you think you are, or if you think you're a loser, or if you think you're a failure. No, because
Yeah.
God doesn't see you that way. So my purpose is to bring glory to Him. That's how I reconcile the idea. Because if we start putting ideas into our head, we're gonna get lost.
Yeah.
And the reason why I know how you feel is because I suffer from anxiety,
Yeah.
really, really bad one.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
constant panic attacks when I was in college. Don't want to get. I said don't want to get too deep because it's always a preface.
Yo, think about the
But
microphone.
we,
though.
yeah, we
Oh,
all,
we need to hear this part.
yeah, we always get deep. But 5 years ago,
Yeah.
around I think 5th of April, I attempted suicide, and I don't know if I spoke to you about this. But basically, what I heard is not my quote. Is that it's because I didn't want my life. I gave it to somebody who wanted it.
Yeah.
So what's the difference, right?
Yeah.
What could I lose? What more could I lose? And it was
Is that what you believed back then?
no,
No. Okay.
no. The thing is, he has constantly shown up for me. He has constantly been part of my life, and everything else and the blessings that I keep getting, bro, I can't
Yeah.
deny it. I literally can't deny it.
Yeah.
So I don't even know how we got into that, but
What
that's
what
the
changed? Here's the
purpose.
question though. What changed from that day on? In your mindset and how you chose to live your life,
This
and
is
what switched you to a better mental state, or
because
perspective.
I'm not living for myself anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that this is a good one. Okay, 365 times the Bible says, "Do not be fearful." Fear is something we all struggle with.
Yeah. Yeah.
God doesn't say, "Don't feel scared." He says, "Don't be afraid,"
Yeah.
because it's a command. I'm not giving you an option
Yeah. Yeah.
because we're not meant to be scared.
Yeah.
I think this is the scary thing, right? I do believe that everyone has gifts. You have an amazing gift, right? And no one can take that away from you.
Yeah.
But the enemy can make you doubt that gift.
Yeah.
And then you don't even fulfill your full purpose because of that.
Yeah.
So I don't. That's why me and my friend, close friend of mine in Manchester, we like to say we speak life into each other. We always do. Like I've been doing this video thing for 4 months though, and when I tell him stuff, he's always just like, "Bro, you're smashing it," or like,
Yeah.
"No, I've never seen somebody like just start in 4 months and be at where you're at."
Yeah.
And it's crazy because at first I got let go. It's a big opportunity. I could have went part time. I was like, nah, I'll just do this. I'll just give it a try.
Yeah.
I survived for 4 months.
Yeah.
So, and fact of the matter is, 80% of the people that I work with, Christian companies.
Yeah.
So he has been there,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he continues to be there, whether I feel it or not. Because it's not a feeling; it's a fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's I think that when you ask me the change part, it's just my understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting because for me, random question, but do you know who George Janko is?
Yes.
Okay, great. So for me,
So funny.
why?
No. Well, he's one of the reasons why I kind of do this.
Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. So for me, I'm not religious at all, and I always kind of viewed it in actually quite a negative way, where I was just like religion is like garbaggio, rubbish. I just wanted to throw in some humor there. But I love that word.
I love that.
garbaggio.
I love it. Yeah.
But I'm like a big George fan. I'm watching George maybe 4 years.
Really?
Oh, big fan. Like, he was doing like 4 videos a week at one time. Like all the vlogs. Big George.
You
fan.
watched him before the vlogs.
No, all the vlogs.
I
Like
mean, during the
he
vlogs.
used to vlog, and there was 2 channels. Did you watch him back
No
then?
way.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I started watching him after he left Impulsive. I
Oh
only knew him
wow!
from Impulsive.
Oh wow! Yeah. So I'm a big George fan. Then the podcast was obviously amazing. Now the podcast does really well, and I will be honest, I've stopped watching because it's a bit too religious for me. But one thing he taught me is I used to have a very like negative connection with religion, and from listening to the way he speaks about it, it's like I'm okay with it now. As in, like maybe I'm not judgmental because I'm just like we both believe in the same things, but he speaks about it in a different way. As in, like he'll be like Jesus Christ is the reason I do this, and I'll be like, I do this for me. But we both like a lot of the things we believe in are exactly the same. And I guess in my head that was just like a connection of like, oh, like we all kind of believe and live for the same reasons, but we all just like attribute it to someone else, if that makes sense. But I don't know. Listening to George made me a lot more like understanding of religion, I feel like. Because before I had no understanding, and now it's like I wouldn't say I'm religious, but like I don't even want to say I accept it because it's not like I didn't accept it. It's more just like
You understand it.
I kind of feel like I understand it more, and I'm like I understand why people feel that way and speak about. Yeah, it's weird, but I will say George Janko, what a guy, what a human. That's all I'll say. And you can tell if anyone watches George, you can tell that there's no way he's not a genuine guy. I don't know if you feel that energy, but there's no way.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend is smoke. Smoke.
She is very godly.
She
as
is
well. I love it when she speaks as well.
Oh my god.
You should watch the episode with Girls Gone Bible. That one's really good.
Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah, I should. I watched it.
It's the one with the other two girls who are like really good looking as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
But they come at it from this is the interesting thing, right? And it's like when you see it from a different perspective, faith is not a feeling, it's a lens. And when you have faith, you see everything very differently.
Yeah.
Got let go. No visa. Could have panicked.
Yeah.
Didn't do that. Surrender it to him because the Bible says doesn't matter what kind of emotion you're feeling, surrender it to him. Don't let that seed grow. Don't let it fester, right?
Yeah.
I got given 8 months.
Yeah.
Like blessing. Because it's out of my control. Why do I worry?
Yeah.
So it has helped alleviate a lot of my anxiety.
Yeah. I feel like me and you probably believe in a lot of the same things just by the way we kind of are, but for me, I say everything is like the universe. I just believe in the universe, and everything good happens for a reason. And like, if you're a good person in the world, you will get good results in whatever you do, just because you're a good person, like good karma. And it is very like spiritual. But when I speak about all these things, religious people say the exact same things, but they just say it's God, where I say it's the universe. But it kind of is the same thing. Like when you boil everything down to it, we're speaking the same. We're speaking from the same hymn sheet.
So the only difference now is attributing that source.
Yeah.
Right? And the way I see it is I have this unlimited fountain, right?
Okay.
That's flowing.
Yeah. Are you like...
No.
Do you need to use the bathroom or something?
No.
Okay.
I was looking at the timer. Oh, because I said... Oh, my God.
That was the worst.
Oh, my God.
I apologize. That was the worst joke I've ever made. Sorry. We go ahead. Go ahead.
It's okay. So we have... Oh, my gosh. Unlimited source of water, right?
Okay. Looking for some.
That's Jesus.
Yeah.
And right now, you're on slightly further away from that fountain, and you're getting splashes of that water.
Okay.
But you don't know where the source is. And you know
for me, you're speaking about for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
I do know. I would say I do know where the source is, though.
I'll tell you why I think that.
Okay,
But I'll let you fill in that part. The reason is from the way I hear you speak and the type of person that you are, I have a feeling that you're kind of soul searching in a way.
Okay.
Right.
Interesting.
And that how do I put this? You see, you used to have a different view on it, right? So, the message of Jesus never changed.
Yeah.
It's always been the same, right? The thing is, the same sun that hardens clay melts wax, and I think your heart is starting to turn to wax.
Okay. So I'm melting.
Yeah, your heart's softening.
If it feels funny enough, it feels that way the last couple of months. It's actually a term for any Polish viewers. We say schlepa.
Did Alex tell you that?
No, another girl.
Oh,
Actually.
okay.
A girl I fell for. But schlepa is like you're melting. And I don't know. I actually feel very emotional the last 2 or 3 months, and I'm very happy it came back because all year I felt very cold, you know, and that's because I was working through like just mental things and like relationships and understanding that side of myself again. And now in the last 2 or 3 months, it's very different, very open to love. Let's say, as in like I feel very open to love. You know, I can allow it in, and there's so much space inside to like take it and reciprocate it, which is a nice feeling. I'll be real.
Do you feel like sometimes you cannot give enough love?
No, the opposite.
Okay.
I give so much love, so much love. Like it's draining. Like I need to remember to give myself more love, you know, because I give all my love away, you know, or as in like that's how it feels, you know.
So that's interesting. That
Emotionally,
you say,
that's how it feels.
So you give so much love that you have to remind yourself that you have to give yourself love. Is that what? I'm just rephrasing what you said. Am I right?
Yeah. I think I just need to remind myself more that like I'm doing a good job, you know, and you know definitely my therapist reminds me that every week that I'm doing a good job, and like just have empathy for myself, you know, because I have empathy for everyone in the world except myself. I'm very hard on myself, you know, and there's a reason for that because I want certain things out of life, you know, and I feel like you do need to be incredibly hard on yourself to like have the rewards you want one day.
Yeah.
But I'm also so empathetic to other people. And I don't know, I feel like with my friends, I'm a very like, I can be very tough on people, but then when you know me, I'm very soft. And it's like, I don't know, it's like I guess for random people, they would view me as very soft. And then some of my friends, like really, like people very close to me would view me as like, oh, like if you want a harsh opinion, go to them, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't view that, that's just because I'm honest. And I'll never like not speak. I will never bullshit someone, basically.
Yeah.
That's what I'm basically trying to say. Yeah.
I would describe you as authentic.
I really hope so.
No, I'll say.
Yeah.
You heard it first. You heard it here
Yeah.
first. Authentic.
Yeah. I hope the kids don't come back.
They actually came back. So.
They're here. The kids are here again.
Oh.
God. We got, that noise. They're doing it on purpose, I bet.
It's the balloon. Sorry.
Sorry. It's your show. You can start this segment because I feel like sometimes I'm just like,
No. It's great.
so
it's great.
let's get into the scene.
I don't really do much cutting after after we're recording.
I like that because when I watch a podcast and it's cut, so like, well, like after every sentence it's cut, I'm like, what are you cutting out? Like I know a lot of people just cut out pauses, but I'm like, a natural pause is nice. I want to see how someone thinks about it.
Yeah.
You know,
I
someone
was-
just got shot. That face.
I was doing an interview edit last night,
Okay.
and sometimes I edit on CapCut.
Okay.
Okay. The amazing thing is, I was really annoyed at the fact that it was supposed to be about 10 minutes, but the whole interview went up to 40 minutes. Right?
Okay.
So I use CapCut AI to cut out all the ums.
And did it work well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I need to try. I actually didn't try CapCut ever. On my phone once for like a TikTok or something, but I need to try for like a proper interview.
Bro, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Did you see someone showed me where it does like a 3D rendering now or something?
Yeah.
Like you give it a scene and then it will like make the scene into a cartoon and then back into real life. And I don't know. Someone showed me this the other day and I was just like, whoa.
You know Opus?
Yeah, for like podcast clips.
Yeah, CapCut can do that as well.
What does Opus do again?
It basically so if I have a long form video like this,
Yeah.
it cuts it up to segments. So I tested it out. It was a 1 hour long video.
Yeah.
It gave me 17 clips and labeled the clips.
And is
And
that
transcribed
picking?
it.
Is that picking what it thinks is good?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I need to try this.
It took a while. It took like
15 minutes, but
No, that's not too long.
17
That's not too
clips,
bad.
dude. And
Yeah,
I can
that's
still
good.
individually edit them and change them up if I want to.
Oh, wow.
And all of those features for just €10 a month.
Whoa. Opus.ai. Use code Ian.
No, it's not Opus. That's CapCut.
Shit.
It's a new function in CapCut.
Okay, Capco.
That's why, because Opus is like 50 quid a month. I think.
Do you have a discount code?
I need to reach out to them.
Damn, yeah, reach out, bro. Reach out today.
No, but I want to go back to there's something that you said actually just now.
Yeah.
About how you forget to give yourself love. I want to talk about that a little bit. I'm kind of curious what
Yeah,
you
I would
mean
love
by
to.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean by you don't give yourself enough love because you keep giving it to other people?
So I'll use an example that I had last week. So I got to therapy every Tuesday. Okay. For me, it's the most important thing in my week. I actually only went back. I stopped for about 4 months, and then I did like 4 months at the start of the year. And she basically I guess she just like revalidated that, like, I'm not going to say exactly like my life, but exactly like the string of events that happened in my life and made me who I am. She was just reminding me that it's like, it's okay for me to feel like very upset, or like to feel like I'm struggling sometimes because of these things. And like, I mean, there's nothing like terrible. There's no like crazy deaths or anything. It's just certain things that like, that might have been said to me, or like how I got brought up, that they really affect who I am as an adult. And she was just reminding me that like, it's okay to just sometimes like sit down and be like, and just like, I don't know, like think about them deeply and just be like,
Yeah.
I react to situations like this because this happened.
Yeah.
And I don't mean one big thing. I just mean a string of different events that are
Yeah.
like that, like every small thing makes us who we are.
Of course. Yeah.
And she was just reminding me to like, to just give myself time and just be like you're allowed to feel really bad. Because I feel like I don't let, so basically the bigger overarching theme is I don't let myself feel sad. You know, if you meet me on a random day, I'm giving you good energy because I don't like to give bad energy. You know, I'm trying to always put my best version out to the world. But yeah, I guess every Tuesday she is like my reminder that it's okay to just like, to just feel like, to just sit in, not that there's much pain, but to sit in like pain sometimes, you know, because I like to push everything to the side and just keep going forward. And I think that makes me good at life, because I always feel like I'm making like really good progress in life.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, like I'm always pushing for something new, but like for me, therapy is a reminder to slow down and be present, you know. And I do struggle with that because I move very fast, or I think very fast, and I want to live a life that's very fast and full of like stimuli, I guess.
Yeah.
If that's the right word. Yeah. I do not know if that actually answered your question.
No,
Ian.
no. You want to focus more on enjoying the journey as opposed to just thinking about the destination. Right?
Yeah.
So right now you're shifting your brain from dopamine to serotonin.
Yeah, I would say I'm chasing dopamine. You know,
Yeah.
I'm on the chase every day. You know, like I'm gonna.
Dopamine is dangerous, bro.
It's really dangerous, and like
Everything.
it's definitely hard for me to sit down and just think. You know, like right now, I know the second this is over, I'm gonna go do a workout because a workout makes me feel good. I don't view that as chasing. I just view that as there's certain things I do every day to make me feel good.
Yeah.
And if I don't do a list of things, I feel really bad. And that's why it's funny that like people would always be like, I don't get it that much, but like every now and then people will be like Ben is such a happy guy. But I'm just like I am, but that's only because I've discovered a list of things that make me happy. And like if I don't do this list, I feel a lot of pain. You know that way? And it's like, but it's like once I do it's simple. Like for me, it is simple, and I know for other people, it's not that simple. And that's how I know I don't have like a real like mental health problem, let's say, where some people do, and there's nothing that can like really fix it. But for me, it's just a list of things that I like. If one of them is out, if I don't hit one of them per week, I will feel that pain. Like the following week, let's say, you know. And I feel like I have so many like really nice thoughts to share, but I feel like when I share them, they're so like all over the place.
Try me.
Pardon?
Try me. Oh, is that your?
No, sorry, as in like right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
I
okay,
just
I get
feel
you.
like it's like I'm like, is anything? And maybe that's just because my brain's like working so fast. But I'm like,
Yeah.
is anything actually making sense?
This.
I hope it is. I really hope it is. You know.
I want to make sure I am. So when I reiterate it back to you, I want to make sure you feel heard,
Yeah.
but I also want to make sure that I am listening. I'm not just hearing you.
Yeah, for
Right?
sure. Yeah.
So, uh, so you said something about the reason why we do things is from the way we were brought up, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of attachment styles.
Oh yeah. Mine's
Yeah.
anxious.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was anxious as well.
She cute.
Let her know.
That would be great. Yo, if she didn't have AirPods in, that would have been such a nice segment.
Oh. Um, attachment styles. Anxious. I was anxious. Girlfriend was avoidant.
Okay.
We recently did the test. I'm secure now,
Okay.
but it surprised me that I was secure. But man, parents, dude.
When you say avoidant, she just doesn't like to like deal with things head on. Where you're like, you need to constantly ask questions.
So the dynamic of the relationship, this is the annoying part, is sometimes she feels overwhelmed and she needs to escape.
Yeah.
And when she escapes, I feel like, oh no, did I do something wrong? I need to fix this now. And then it makes her push
Yeah.
away more, and then I need to fix it more. And it's like a constant tug of war. So us understanding that helps to, like, you know what, she needs space.
Yeah.
I need to understand that she needs to be given that. And then she also needs to know that I need reassurance, and she needs to know that she has to give that. Because the modern day relationships are all just about taking what they can benefit me. And
Yeah.
if we change that shift into me being the best person for her, and then outdoing her and just being nice,
Yeah.
you know, loving without intent, loving without. So funny that today my pastor actually talked about this, but when you do something nice to somebody, the intent, is it genuinely because you love them, or is it because you want to feel validated for yourself?
Yeah.
That I am needed, because that's an anxious person's trait. I need to feel that I'm needed.
Yeah.
I need to constantly feel validated. If they change their attitude towards me, did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
It's a horrible feeling.
Do you think it's a mix though? Because I love the question of like, when we're being nice to someone, is that selfish or are you like altruistic? What do you think? Because I think it is a mix of both.
Yeah.
Everything is like a little for ourselves. Like I love to be kind to people because it makes me feel good. I like helping people, and that is kind of selfish. But it's also because I love seeing someone live a happier life. Like if I make someone's day better, that obviously makes me way happier. And so it is like, I think it's, I actually think it's 50-50, you know?
I don't deny that.
Yeah.
I think the hard part is, and this is the way, like, if you're a follower of Christ, this is the way that it's different. Is you've heard the love your neighbor,
Yeah.
right? Love your neighbor as you love your love your neighbor more than you love yourself. Something
Yeah,
along
yeah.
the lines. Like, I'm butchering it, right? But it's always just love, right?
Yeah.
There's a part where it says that I know you can love somebody who loves you back,
Yeah.
but can you love somebody who hates you?
It's hard.
Can you love somebody who does you wrong? And the command is, I don't care how you feel, because you should love them. And we don't ask for forgiveness because we want to be forgiven. We ask for forgiveness because we want to repent.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And it's so like, I'm getting goosebumps because it's not easy to. I've been struggling it for a week, and because I've been so stressed out and everything, I've been annoyed at so many little things, and I've gotten like small conflicts with some of my friends, and
Yeah.
like we instantly solve it, but it's just, you know, if I manage myself better, or not try to take on everything, but instead surrender it to God,
Yeah.
you know, the outcome might have been different, you know.
Do you find it easy to love someone that hates you?
No, and it's not
No?
supposed to be easy.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is, this is what it says in the Bible, right? Come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden, right? For my yoke is light and my burden is easy. It's
Yeah.
easy, right? So it's basically is him, Jesus saying to us, like, if you're feeling like some internal thing, some weight in yourself, come to me, because my weight is way lighter.
Yeah.
Just surrender it to me. I'll sort that out for you. and just do it with me.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all he says. He just wants to be part of it.
Yeah.
I think that's just what helps. And I forgot to do it with him.
Yeah. I want to hit you with a question right now.
Go for it.
What are you struggling with most right now in life?
I want to struggle most with life.
Yeah. Like today, this week, this month. What's your biggest struggle?
Pride.
Okay.
Pride.
In which way? Like expand.
I feel like I sometimes I feel like I'm more valuable than others.
More valuable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is
And
completely
maybe you are.
wrong.
Maybe you are.
No, it's completely.
Maybe others are.
I appreciate
shit.
that. No, but
Yo, people aren't that great, Ian.
I know it's not easy, but it's also like I need to have more grace for people because
Okay.
everyone's doing life for the first time,
Yeah.
right?
I like that sentence.
We're all stupid in some way.
Yeah.
One thing someone said to me, which is so sweet, but like when God created us, He took our stupidity into account.
To do what?
He took our stupidity into account.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, He know how dumb we're gonna be. And we're gonna mess
Yeah.
up, but I think just having more grace for people and just not feeling like I'm better than you. I think.
Do you feel that a lot? Because you don't strike me as someone who would walk around being like, I'm better than people.
It's an internal thing.
Okay.
I don't let it. I surrender it before it festers, and it's still something I struggle with because
Okay. Yeah.
I am somebody of. I'm a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't look at somebody and be like, "Oh, I'm better than you."
Yeah.
Right. I don't want to let it get to that. But you meet people in the same industry, and I'm uniquely different in my own way.
Yeah.
Right. Like I do video, but I also love magic.
Yeah.
And people who do video don't necessarily do magic, and people who do magic don't necessarily do video. And there's a whole other stuff of like my skill set. And the thing is, I need to remind myself that I shouldn't be too proud of myself because then I forget how blessed I am.
Yeah.
And then that's when the anxiety comes in.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. So practicing constant gratitude helps me alleviate the idea that I am prideful.
Yeah.
And I've been dealing with it much better now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you said, you don't feel.
Yeah. Gratitude's funny because I always like tried to practice gratitude and how grateful I am for my life. And actually, to go back to therapy talk one more time, my therapist actually tells me to kind of stop, as in like I always go back to like, how can I feel bad because my life's so blessed and other people have such a bad life? And she's always just like, but everyone's pain is like
Different.
is individual though.
Yeah.
It's like you can feel so much pain but have an amazing life. So stop giving it away in terms of like, I can't feel bad because all of these people in this country are going through this. It's like that doesn't like in a bigger context that matters, but like in relation to your problems that doesn't matter at all. Feel your pain and like it's valid basically. That's what she's saying. Because I'm always just like, how can I feel that bad or anxious when I live such a blessed life? Like I have work every single day. I do what I love. I have amazing friends. So I was like, how do I feel? Like how? And that's why I struggled to actually sit in my sadness. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Where some people are like, no, you need to sit in it to really be present and then to really like go on from there.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm just like, but I'm too grateful. I live a blessed life. So like, you know.
That's an interesting thing because my friend my housemate is like quite like you in the way he said that as well.
Yeah.
Very, very similar to what you just said. But I think the difference is when I say practice gratitude, I don't mean my life is so good and other people is struggling. So how can I not feel grateful for what I have?
Yeah.
That's coming from a lack.
Yeah.
What I mean to say is I am so blessed. Like, look at how far I've come. It's just always it's on your journey.
Yeah.
One I don't know how this is gonna relate, but one thing my pastor likes to say is it's about humility, right? Humility is not thinking less of yourself.
Yeah.
It's thinking of yourself less.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
Right? So that's the difference there. We want to stop thinking about ourselves completely. And the way my perspective on gratitude is that I don't deserve anything, but yet I still have.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm grateful.
Yeah.
It's not because I have so many good things and others don't.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna make you sad, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? But I see it from a I don't deserve these things, but I'm given it. So I'm gonna steward this right.
Yeah.
He gives me 1, I'm gonna multiply it to 2. He gives me 2, I'm gonna multiply it by
Yeah.
4. And that's what I'm gonna continue doing.
Yeah.
And that overflow of love, I'm gonna pour into everyone else.
Yeah.
And the thing is this is right. I love because he loves me first. That's all I can say.
Do you fear being very successful? This is kind of off topic. But do you have that fear? Because I have a gigantic fear, and it's one of my biggest fears of being very successful. Do you?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I don't think about success.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm at this point for my whole life, I'm happy.
Where you are right now?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good.
But
Okay,
it's
that's
just-
amazing. Yeah,
But that's why I'm always surprised when I do better.
yeah. Okay, yeah,
Why do you fear it? Why do you fear it? Talk to me about that.
yeah.
I'm not a trained therapist.
Talk to me about that.
Talk to me about that.
I fear it because I hate the feeling of I want to relate to everyone. I think it's something to do, like I want to relate to everyone, and I've just seen no, I don't have like rich friends, but it's like whenever if you've ever met like a rich person, it's like they can only a lot of the time like hang around with rich people, let's say, or like you can only usually hang around with people that are on the same journey or path as you because you have so much in common. So like everyone I've ever grown up with, I'm not friends with anymore, and like that was a lot of it by choice because it's like they don't align with my dream life, so they can't be my friends. You know, like it's sort of like they don't work hard; they just want to smoke all day. Okay, that's throwing shade at people.
Well, that's
heavy.
okay. You're not naming anyone.
But like that, like you know, like a lot of people I went to school with are like,
Bums.
you know, like, but like there's like criminals, like, and these are people that like I really like as people. But there was just a time when it's like I need to put my life first and choose what I have to do to like achieve my dream life. But I guess my point is, it's like it's scary because now I'm in a really good place in life. But just say I was to make $1 million a month for the rest of the year, okay?
Yeah.
And then my life is totally different. I live in Killiney Hill in a mansion. How can I be friends with? I don't know. And I think maybe that thought's irrelevant because my friends now would still be my friends, but maybe it would just be awkward because you can't relate anymore. And I guess I've just had this a lot growing up where it's like we're friends, someone levels up and now you don't relate and now you're not friends. And I think that is life. And that's like a natural thing that happens in life. Everyone's growing up, everyone's doing new things. But it does scare me because I'm like, imagine you got like hyper successful in whatever field you're in. I guess at that point, I guess the fear is irrelevant because you've probably already met other people that will align with that new part of your life. But I don't know. I think about it randomly, and it actually kind of it doesn't weigh on me, but like it's a thought I have so much because I just remember so many people I used to be friends with, and I wish we could still be friends. And it's like it's not that we're not friends, but we just have nothing in common anymore. You know, because I think even not to bring money into it, but like someone that makes 20K a year and 100K a year, there's a big difference in their life a lot of the time in terms of like what they do every weekend, where they go on holidays, you know? And that scares me, you know? That scares me because I have a lot of money goals. So that's why, like, for me, I'm like, oh, it does kind of scare me, you know?
Yeah. That's an interesting way to see it.
Yeah, it's a way. I think it is like a, what's the word? It's a thought that doesn't really make sense because it's like your friends are going to be your friends regardless. You know, you're not just going to lose your friends because you're more successful. But it's more just like I always want to have so much in common with my friends because that's how you build a good relationship with anyone, you know?
I have interestingly have been thinking about that quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you don't cut people out. You don't intentionally do that. It just happens, right?
Naturally, yeah, it is natural.
And it
yeah.
fizzles out, and it's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's completely fine, but it's also like they realize they want to have fun, but you want to grind, and
Yeah.
just it doesn't align. You know,
Yeah.
we want to get banned out. We want to do this. We want to drink till we get wasted every weekend. And you're like, nah, man, I have work.
Yeah.
Why is this guy always working? You know, and you're choosing a different route,
Yeah.
right? The chapters of your book are already written, but it's your choice to choose which kind
Yeah.
of story you want to tell.
But it's not. It doesn't even need to be in a bad way, because I have a friend and I spoke to him last week. Okay, and I would say he's one of my best friends ever. But it was more just like I was chatting to him, and in my head I was like, "This is so sad that we're not ever gonna be at this stage of our life again, where like we were that close."
Yeah.
And it's not. Nothing happened. The way we interact and speak is still exactly the same.
Yeah.
But it's more just like where our lives are at right
Yeah.
now. It's like, but we could never chill. Like we're never gonna chill, really. You know, maybe like once a year or something. But I don't know. For me, it made me really sad, because I was just like, I just wish I could relive some of these memories again. You know, where like,
What's the Office quote? You know, the one where he says like, "I wish you knew."
that's what she said.
No, I wish you knew about the good old days before it's past, or something like that.
Yeah.
I wish you knew you're living the good old days before it's past.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
And I've been getting so nostalgic recently. I'm just like, honestly, how good a lot of my memories are. You know, even like little trips that in the moment you're like, this isn't a gigantic trip, you know? But then when you think back on it now, I'm just like, I can't believe I did this. You know, even this summer, like it's only been like 2 months, but like my trip in August is like profound. Like just like sitting in the back,
really cool.
sitting in the back of a van for 20 days. It kind of changes who you are, or like the way you think about certain things, or like the perspective you have on life. Like, and that's only 2 months ago, you know. But in the moment, it didn't feel that crazy. You know, you're just like, this is a cool trip, whatever. But even now, I'm just like, wow, like I will never experience that with these certain friends again. You know, I don't know. It is upsetting, kind of, a little bit. Okay,
Hopefully it's ready by then.
tell the people what you're working on.
It's a magic trick.
Oh,
And basically what happens is I make you forget what you think you saw, and then implant the thought into your head. I can't say too much because
Can you do it now live?
it's not. I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not,
the chair is killing me.
I'm not like
The chair is
fully
killing me.
fully
Okay.
ready with it. The church people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with them. Say
Do
hi.
they know us?
They know me.
Hi.
Yeah.
Half my body's cut off, but it's fine. Right. Do
Let me
do we
pull
we
you
like
in a bit.
do we
Okay,
do
yeah.
we like these people?
Yeah, yeah.
Low key.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they're looking kind of judgmental. I won't lie.
Oh yeah, they're awkward.
Are they?
Yeah, yeah.
They
yeah,
are kind of
yeah.
looking judgmental.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought they're meant to accept.
They usually have a lunch, so
Yeah.
now the lunch is finished, so they're gonna
Oh really?
the
Oh.
whole the whole group of them.
Man, he only did a hug with one arm.
What?
He only did a hug with one arm. That's not very
It's
loving.
awkward. It gets
Yeah.
awkward. I like them. I like them.
Yeah,
I don't.
we-
I only
we
know
like-
like three
we-
of them.
we like these people.
Yeah, no. I forgot what we were talking about, but this is.
You were talking about a magic trick where you're gonna implant your thoughts in my.
Oh yes.
yeah, yeah,
Isn't that wild?
yeah.
Okay, so I'm working on the script right now, and getting a few tips from a mentalist friend of mine.
Okay.
So hopefully it will work. You know what's crazy? If imagine we did that to Tom, it basically it's gonna feel like he's gaslit,
Yeah. Okay.
and that's why it's so funny because I'm basically pseudo hypnotizing him.
So you want to gaslight? You want to gaslight your girlfriends?
My girlfriend.
Yeah.
Why my girlfriend?
Well, I'm just curious on like, why are you learning these gaslight techniques?
It's cool.
Yeah, it's
I
cool.
don't use it on her.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Watch out.
Jasmine.
Watch out. This man is not playing around.
But if it works, you know how wild that'd be.
The wilder thing is, I believe you can do it because of the magic you've showed me so far.
I'm not sure if this is gonna work. That's the.
I'm actually like, Ian is magic. This man is magic.
I don't know how we want to end this.
I feel like we end it with something really deep or really funny. Okay, you can't say funny. Now it's not funny. But really deep or like just one big question. Like whatever way, you do whatever you want.
Because I thought this was gonna be more of like me learning about how you got into the video scene, but actually I love
Okay.
this more because it's more about me learning how your brain works.
Okay, interesting. Yeah,
Isn't that
interesting.
cool?
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah, yeah,
I feel like the flow is nice of like just a flow of consciousness.
yeah.
And that's what I usually am. I feel like I just like spit out whatever is on my mind 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's amazing for like podcast retention.
I think it's great, is it not?
I hope so.
Actually, I don't know. I don't think about that.
It's not. I don't think it's good for retention, but it's good for authenticity. I feel like everything I say is like exactly what I'm feeling, or like I'm working out everything in my head as it's coming out. I'm not like thinking about something and then saying it. I'm just letting it flow, and that's why sometimes I say really wild things and get myself in trouble. I didn't get myself in trouble on this podcast, thank God.
I just realized that I said this is the fourth one. This is actually the fifth one.
The fifth witch.
The fifth episode.
Oh, really? Episode
Yeah.
5. I like that number.
And
Okay.
and the, I never told you the intent of this actually.
Yeah, you
It
did.
is
I have no
just to
clue why I'm sitting here.
showcase cool people that I've met in my life.
Epic.
That's literally all this.
Wait, does it have a name?
Weekend wisdom.
Weekend wisdom. Ooh,
Yeah,
I
I
like
used to call
this.
it Friday frames, but I couldn't keep up with it.
Weekend wisdom is really nice. I
Thank you,
really like that.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
thank you. Yeah,
Oh well, then in that case, I'm honored to be on it.
yeah.
I'm not sure if people got any wisdom.
I think you got loads of wisdom.
I think they got
this is
entertainment.
this is really my favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Whoa. Yo, wake up, Bean.
That's my half
I will say it's your. I'm not sure if that's too big of a compliment. So it's your favorite.
Hey, man.
There's only been 4. If there was 200 episodes, I'd be like, oh man, hell yeah.
fair.
I appreciate it. I do appreciate
It is one of my favorite conversations ever I've had as well. Like genuinely, with the camera being aside, like
Okay, epic.
you know,
Epic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved it. The format of a podcast I love so much. And I'm actually thinking about doing a podcast with someone else. I would love to do one. Yeah. Because I love the format and it forces you to have really present conversations with people, and I enjoy podcasts so much as like a medium.
Are you like? Do you feel like you have the capacity for that? Because that's something I think about a lot as well.
Capacity for which?
Like uploading weekly is tough, bro.
Oh no, I wouldn't have capacity. I just get Thomas Arnold to do everything. He has so much capacity. Sorry, Tom.
How does he have so much capacity?
He's
a few
just-
months ago, he was like, "Oh man, I need my time back."
Yeah, okay.
Right? That's why he's like hiring editors and video people. Like, bro,
He's just
he's a beast.
that man is just a machine. That's all I'll say.
If not for the AI, bro, I wouldn't have done
He
this.
is an AI. He's just got. He's I would just say he's just very disciplined.
Fair.
Like I would say, oh, I'll edit podcast on Tuesday, and then suddenly 2 Tuesdays have passed, and I'm like, oh shit, let me get to that next Tuesday.
That's the thing. That's why it's like if I get people on it, it kind of keeps me accountable as well.
Because you're like, Ben's gonna text me next week, or I'm probably not. I'm actually probably gonna forget about it for a month.
It's good. Yours is going to be out in 2 weeks.
I want to see it. Yeah, now
Yeah.
after this, I'm like, I want to see how this looks because
Yours
this
is
was
gonna be-
just fun and kind of unexpected. Because when I showed up here, I was just like, I don't really know what we're gonna speak about or why I'm speaking about anything.
Mhm.
But this was just like a fun chat,
Yeah.
Like I love this style of podcast more than anything because podcasts now are just interviews. Like I would say literally like 90% of podcasts, they're just straight interviews where this felt like a honest conversation.
Yeah.
And I love listening to
Yeah.
people just converse. I play podcasts in the background of my whole life, Just listen to people converse. I love it.
I have guides, but I didn't even follow it.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's the best. I think that's
Yeah.
the best. Yeah.
Based it off of what you were saying. I just cool. Love that. We're gonna flow with that instead.
Yeah.
And what makes it so easy is just I have this portable mics. Just goes to the camera.
In
No
the
audio sync.
in the coffee shop.
I can do up to 4 people.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, I can do up to 4 people.
That would be really nice.
So imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Be chaos. Oh, if we get the new apartment.
4 people.
Yeah.
Who's the 4th?
We have another guy, Dave. He'll live with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a nice podcast setup.
Actually, I was gonna ask Thomas about it as well, but I haven't texted him yet.
Oh, he will.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will.
Probably in the next week or something.
Yeah.
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 There's an EV show next Sunday. I don't know if you go into that.
In the RDS.
Yes. Because I know
Uh,
Tom went to the one last year.
Oh, really? Oh, I think I went once.
So cool.
That could be cool, actually.
Yeah.
I might come. Well, will you go?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have a look.
The tickets are free.
If I'm not working. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
You get to meet Jasmine.
Whoa.
She'll be vlogging.
That's a big
Content
step in friendship. Whoa.
I think after the last meeting, I consider you a friend now.
Let's just hold that for a minute. Sorry, my hand is so cold that I'm just getting the heat off your hand. That was so nice.
But yeah, I don't know. You instantly click, and I love meeting people exactly like your vibe.
Yeah.
You know, it makes my life
I don't really know what my vibe
Color.
is. Like, I struggle. I would love to see how you view me.
yeah,
Like, I
fun.
really... Pardon? Fun.
Yeah.
It's a good... Yeah.
One thing that really gets me down is when you meet people and you have like exciting plans and you tell them like, I don't know about that though, and then they tell you all the risks, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
you know, it's it's so dead, dude.
I'll be real. I think one thing I'm blessed with in life is I've never really had that. I've grown up with creative people, and like every single person has always like pushed me towards what I want to do. There's never really been like a do the conventional route thing. All my friends have always been like creatives in some way. So I think that's one thing I'm blessed about, because I literally can't even think of someone that would be like, don't go after this. You know? Yeah, which is crazy actually. It's pretty crazy actually, to be
So
honest.
you're just always encouraging people.
Yeah, and I think that's why I'm the way I am too. It's just like you can do whatever you want to do in life. There's no limitations. You know, you just have to. Once you believe you can do it, done do it.
Yeah.
And I have like a list of things that happened in my life that like constantly proved that this works. You know, of just like, oh wow, you believe in this? Yeah, it'll work.
Yeah, it'll work if you just do it.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a risk not to do it.
Oh yeah, it is.
If you don't do it, that's the risk there.
Yeah.
You're settling.
Yeah.
You're letting fear come into your head.
Yeah. I know.
It's not real. Yeah.
To be honest, there's a couple of things in life that I know I'm putting off because I'm fearful, and like I'm working through them, and like I'm trying to execute on them now, but they're just kind of bigger goals that I have that I want to go about the right way, let's say. And it's like I used to view it as, am I scared to go after this goal, or is it more of a timing issue? And I think me saying it was a timing issue is me making like an excuse for myself. Yeah. And now I'm like, no, I'm going after it, but I'm just doing it the right way, let's say.
Yeah.
You know, or like more like I just want to give everything I do a lot of thought, you know, but sometimes you just have to go for certain things as well, you know, like thinking, that's everyone's problem. We think too much, and then we scare ourselves out of doing something, and then it's like, oh shit, you know. Sometimes you just have to wake up and be like, you know what, I really fancy that girl. I'm gonna just text her and tell her she's cute. I did this last night to someone. No, I'll be real. Let me just say, before you dab me up,
Okay.
I did it to someone, and I was in Trim at a festival, and the 3G wasn't working. The messages never sent.
Did you delete them?
When I got they failed to send, and then I deleted them all. But I did write one thing. I wrote, I was like, these messages didn't send. I will tell you next week what they were. And when I see the girl next week, I'm gonna tell her exactly what I text her.
Let's go.
I reposted a story on my close friend's story, and it just says like, I'll show you after. It's like, when you meet the love of your life on a Monday, 4 days later you meet another love of your life. Today you meet the love of your life. I'm that person, you know. I'm like walking. I'm gonna walk down the street now and just be like, hey, I think I'm in love. I'm a lover boy at heart. What can I say?
Just have so much love to give.
I feel that way. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do feel that way. But I'm also very specific with who I give it to. As in, like, I'm not like giving it out freely.
Am I
Like-
am I receiving love now?
Are you?
Yeah.
Wait. Sorry.
Am I receiving love right now?
Yeah, I can give you some love if you want some love.
Wait, what? I mean, like,
Oh, sorry,
did you
that's
guys like
not-
a romantic way, or you like in general just now?
What, towards you?
No, as in when you're very specific on who you give love to. So I was like, did you mean it romantically or like in a friendship way? Because I mean, like in general.
I meant in that context more romantic. I meant.
Oh, okay,
As in,
so
like,
it must have been so weird when I was like, am I receiving love?
yeah, no, I was like, well, brother, if you want some love, I can share it.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just a lover boy.
You are.
I romanticize life. I'm gonna romanticize my drive to Harcourt Street now and just be like, imagine. Okay, I'm not even gonna go there. But just like, I love to romanticize my life. You know, it makes everything more fun.
Well, when I was single, I love airports.
Airports, yes, because you think you're gonna sit
Yeah.
beside someone on the plane and be like, hey,
But I did.
Did you come here
Not,
often?
not on the
Oh,
plane,
you
but
did.
I met her at the plane. Yeah, you know.
And maybe that only happened because you chose to romanticize your life. So you put yourself in that situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I love how, you know, and this is what I see with you as well. You think of the positive thing.
Yeah.
You're like, what if it works out?
It will.
You know, instead of saying, what if it doesn't work out?
It's going to work out.
It's gonna work out.
Everything is going to work out. Because we're
Exactly.
still here. And you're still
Exactly.
here.
Exactly.
Even after all of everything you went through in life,
Yeah.
you're still here. You know? And that's proof that it will work out. You know?
Imagine, and this is how I want to end it. I just got such a great idea, but
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that reminded me of something.
Okay.
Hold
wow.
on, hold on, hold on, hold
This,
on. So
this is big.
I did this,
Watch this
and
happen.
I think so. Where is it? Oh, okay. Every episode,
Okay.
so not every episode, but starting from the last time I filmed, the last guy
Yeah.
basically has a question for you, and you will have a question
Who
for the
did you
next
steal
person.
that from? George?
That was from Stephen Bartlett, but I just
Oh,
realized
yeah,
it was
that's Steve,
I forgot
yeah.
where that came from. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like I saw it, but I like it so much. This is the question.
Did he actually ask the question, or
Yeah,
you
he
just
did.
made this up right now?
No, he did
Okay,
actually
because
ask
it
the
looked like
question.
you just made it up.
I just forgot about it.
Okay.
So if you look back on your journey, what's the one thing you have changed and why?
Sorry, say what's the one thing I've changed?
You would change.
Oh, I would change.
And why would you want to change that? So if you're looking back on your journey, you have
Ooh. The one thing I would change is I would stop. Oh, there's a lot. I think the main thing is I would just tell myself to have more confidence and stop doubting myself, you know? And just stop living in such a zone of fear of being like, all these people hate me. If I say hello to someone, they won't say hello back. Like, that's still one of my biggest fears, you know? And it's like, where does this come from? And imagine how different my life would be if I just lived my life and didn't think that everyone hated me, you know? As in, like, I always felt like people disliked me growing up.
yeah.
And I think that comes from, like, a little bit of bullying and just, like, not really fitting into certain environments that you're
Yeah.
just like, oh, I'm a weird kid.
Yeah.
And I think that affects your life gigantically.
Yeah.
Because if you live your life and you're totally open to interactions with people and you say hello to everyone, you live such a full, happy life.
Yeah.
Like, one thing I started to do, and you know, I got this from George Janko, to reference him again. When I'm in a lift, I just say, how are you? To the person. And so far, every single time I've ever said that, they respond with like, I'm really good. But it's like always like a little shock. They're like, oh my God, someone asked me how I am.
Isn't that a very Irish thing though?
To ask someone how they are.
Yeah. But it's like in very, very passing. How are you?
I don't think. No, I think
kind of thing.
when it's totally random people, most people don't. As in, I mean, like the
Oh, I get what you
barista
mean.
when you ordered coffee, like
Yeah.
as she's typing in your order, you're just like, "How's your day going?" They
You
always
say it with such intent.
yeah, they always look up, and there is a little bit of confusion. They're always like, "Yeah, it's really good." Like
my
they're
gosh,
always
I
really
love
happy to
that.
answer, but
Yeah.
like they are kind of like, no one asked me that. Like
Yeah.
they just say like, "Flat white, please," you know.
Huh.
But for me, I've realized that when I ask people that, most people are like really like most people are really nice.
very appreciative of
Yeah,
it as well.
and I want to give props to Thomas. You know Thomas. You know how great of a guy he is. He does that with everyone. He walks into our gym and says hello to nearly everybody on the floor.
Mhm.
He walks up to them, like gives them a handshake. He's like, "Yo, how's your day?" Blah 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 blah. And like I'm the opposite, where I'm like quite anxious, and I would walk in somewhere and kind of like lean towards putting my head down and not saying hello because I just kind of live in more of like an anxious state of like I'm scared to socialize. And only in the last couple of months that switched where I'm like, no, I'm choosing to be out there and I'm
Yeah.
choosing to speak to people and I'm choosing to show people like the better sides of me because
Yeah.
I feel like my whole life I've just been really scared, you know, like scared to show who I am in fear of people not liking me. And now the one thing that changed in my life is I will be whatever. Like I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna be me. And if you don't like me, cool. There's the door over there. That's all I'll say.
Oh my gosh, that's such a great answer.
But I will say, and the
Yeah.
one thing that changed, and I already felt it, is I feel like people like me more now because they're like, Ben's just being himself. And I feel like people are like,
It's
there's just,
liberating.
in the last couple of months, there's been way more people that came into my life now. And I'm just like, where did these people come from? But it's because I'm choosing to be myself. And they're just like, we appreciate you for you.
Yeah,
And I've always been so scared of that. So I think that probably answers the question.
that's a really good answer.
And I'll be real, I'm so happy I'm here right now. As in, like, in this mental state of, like, I'm just being who I am. And it's
Yeah,
working.
yeah.
It feels like it's working because love me or hate me, I'm still me. I'm still here.
Do you have a question for the next person then?
Okay. Question. Let me take this. Okay. Question for the next person is, why are you so scared to do the things you've always wanted to do? I think that's an okay question. I
I'll
hope
write
that's
that
okay.
down. Why?
Yeah. No, write it as, why are you so scared to go after the dreams you've always dreamt of? Just say to go after your biggest dreams. God damn. Mia speaking isn't the best, I won't lie.
Oh, that's deep, bro. I don't know who's gonna be next
Could be Thomas.
because I haven't scheduled the next person
Yeah.
yet. 'Cause I'm
Okay.
2 weeks ahead, which is so
Oh,
nice.
2 weeks
but-
ahead. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That was beautiful, bro.
thank you for
Honestly, that was beautiful.
thank you for doing this.
No problem. That was a pleasure, bro.
Super,
That was
super
so
appreciate it.
nice. Yeah.
And if we get the 4 people, it'll be so funny as
Yeah,
well. You
yeah,
know
we
how
know.
chaotic that
It
would
would be chaos.
Yeah.
It would be chaos, bro. Yeah.
I don't know if I need two camera angles. I love the fact that it's only one.
I like one. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I just want to leave the people with happy Sunday. Go after your dreams. Have a beautiful day. And eat more Eddie Rockets.
Not sponsored.